They want the South to continue to follow them. Let's restructure or break up Nigeria. Ayo. Adebanjo, hello, my wonderful people. An elder statesman indeed. An elder. Because, like the adage and the saying normally goes, what an elder sees sitting down, a child, even if he climbs up an Iroko tree is just a very tall tree, hence is often used in such illustration. It says even if the child climbs up an Iroko tree, will not be able to, may most likely not be able to see it. From all indications, what has happened in the last few days shows to you that since the South is the milking cow, the northern governors or elders, because they had a meeting with their emirs and all the traditional leaders, came up from that meeting and said, we are not relinquishing power. And for the first time in a long time, the eyes of the southern governors popped out. Like, seriously? So you mean that we've only been together because of what you get from us, you know? And the South started replying and say, well, if that is your case, that if that is the case, to your tent, O Israel. They came out apologizing and saying, well, we are quite sorry. We're very sorry. It was a misunderstanding. But the truth of it is that when an orange is pressed, what comes out is the true content. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. The North knows what they are doing. All the time we have been saying we don't want this constitution because it is oppressive. The one sided constitution does not work well for us. It is not a strong statement from the president to come and disapprove our minds, but he's not bothered. I am full of advocates for the restructuring. I keep advocating for it. I don't want section. I want cooperation. And the president has been invited, has the president haven't invited those of us talking about restructuring to hear what we have to say about it. If he claims he does not understand what it means, he should first of all call us. But he wants to continue forcing the constitution on us because all the parameters of security is in his hands under this constitution. The Fulani controls the army, the navy, the air force, the police, DSS, custom, immigration. You're very correct, sir. Because the constitution is in his hands. It will not work. If he likes, let him kill everybody. In the South, it can't succeed. The president wants to disunite and dislocate Nigeria by still allowing this constitution that is contrary to the agreement reached by the founding fathers for everybody to live together. This time that the northern governors were meeting, all their traditional rulers were there. This is how they are ganging up. And I refer you to what angle Abdullahi said in 2014 before the election. That is, it's their turn. And when we have it for keeps. That was what he said. I have published it and he has not denied it. Buhari is only acting out a script agreed by the minority Fulanis who are ruling the country, unfortunately. And those of us who are opposing it are the ones they are taking out one after another. I have said it and I'm saying it again that Buhari is the number one enemy of Nigeria for refusing to restructure the country and is the one encouraging Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. If he has not done that and has restructured the country, nobody would think about breaking up. You're very correct. You know, the position that you have spoken about is so correct. Looking at what has happened recently, the North has a meeting. And when they had a meeting, it was not just the northern governors. It will shock you to know that all traditional leaders were fully on ground. So when you talk about taking decisions, they were on ground on the same page and there was no breaking ranks. So whatever that meeting was all about, it was a consensus meeting from the elders, the leaders speaking as one. In 2014, you don't know what has happened in this country. You see these Fulanese and all that they are doing. It was artificially created. They did it so as to push Goodluck Jonathan Ebele off. But you know what the Bible says? It said, any man that dig a pit will fall into it. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan had his fair share. But guess what? Who is suffering it most? He went to UN and gave an ambiguous statement saying, well, they are getting a grasp of it. Insecurity is becoming a thing of the past. Excuse me, why he was there? Should I interest you? Children were in captivity. I'm just really talking about the very soft targets before we go to men and women being used for rituals, all kinds of things going on in a country called Nigeria, kidnapping, killing, raping, to mention but a few. So when you see everything that is going on, you understand truly, really, and truly that this administration is after one thing, and that is to keep this country for themselves. Yes? So everybody has got a duty, and that duty is to what? Speak out. Because if you don't, yeah, and you keep quiet, what Ayo Adebanjo is saying is so true. Oh my gosh. He's just hitting the nail on the head. That's why they don't like him. They don't like him. They don't like him. They said he speaks too much. When the Southern governors met, they agreed. They said, you know what? We are not taking this anymore. We have to come up with a position where we stand our ground and we say it as it is. For the first time, as soon when the North have a meeting, nobody pays attention. I mean, people can't be bothered because the South is not threatened by their meeting. But the unity of the South, because this the unity of the South that is bringing out the true color, true nature, and what truly really they have inside. Like I earlier reiterated, when you squeeze an orange, when you press it hard, true and true, what comes out of that orange? The juice. That is its content. So when things fell apart, the truth of it all jumped out. We are not relinquishing power. When they saw that the southern eyes popped out and they said, really? So you mean that Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, we are not just creating, they're not just creating something. They are not just trying to say blah blah. I mean, what they are saying is true. You mean that Sunday Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu, we are really, I've seen this before it came. They started saying we were misunderstood. Blah 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 blah. Please leave us a comment. Let's hear from you. God bless you. Bye for now.